Hi, in this video, we'll be talking about list methods used to sort or reverse lists, determine their length, find the index of an element, and so on. Let's start with sorting. We use the sort method to sort the list. First, let's create a list. How about something like this? Names. Let's print it out. Names. As you can see, here's the order in which this list was defined. And now, let's use the sort method to sort the names. Names, sort. Names. And now, these elements are sorted. In case of string elements, the order depends on the Unicode codes. It's not strictly alphabetical. Well, it is in this example. But let's have a look at the following list. Words. Here we have car with small c at the beginning and car with capital C. Here we have a small letter, and a capital letter. And now let's use the sort method on this list. Words, sort. Words. And now the order is car, 0, and then car table world. So it looks like all the words with capital letters at the beginning are first, before the ones with small letters. This is because capital letters are before small letters in Unicode. Next, we have the method reverse. It's used to reverse the order of elements. So now, let's reverse the names list first. Names, reverse. And let's print it out, names. So, here is our sorted names list. And now, this order is reversed. So I have Steve at the beginning and Alice at the end. Then we have the method index, which takes one parameter x to find the index of x. The index of the first x is returned. Have a look. Here we have a list of champions. And the elements are repetitive. Italy, Mexico, Italy again, and so on. Now, if we use the index method like so, champions and so on, with index of Italy, we got 0 because this is at index 0 here. This is the first occurrence. Now another syntax is index with two parameters, x and start index. Now the search starts at start index. So have a look at this. Champions and so on. Index. Italy. But this time starting at index 2. So only this part is searched. And we get 2. Yet another syntax is index with 3 parameters, x, start index, and past index. Now the search starts at start index and ends just before past index. Have a look. Champions, index, again, we're looking for Italy, but this time between index 1 and 3. So actually 2 because 3 is not included. And we get 2 because this is found between 1 and 2 here. Now if the object is not found, we get an error. Have a look. Let's try to find Italy between index 1 and 2, which actually means only at index 1. Italy is not in list. Now we can use the len function to determine the length of the list. For lists and tuples, the length is the number of elements. Sublists count as 1. So, for example, have a look at this list. Stuff. How many elements are there? So what is the length of this list? Let's try it out. Len of stuff is 5. So this is the first element, the second element, the third element, and now this list is the fourth element, and this is the fifth element. 5 elements, length 5. Now, just like with strings, we have the max and min functions that return the element with maximum and minimum value respectively. Have a look. Here we have a list of days. And now let's see what is the element with the max value. Max days. It turns out to be Wednesday. And how about the min value? This time we get Friday. Now we get these values, the max value and the min value, because if the elements are strings, they are ordered according to the Unicode codes. Well, let's have a look at the other list we talked about before. Words. Here we have similar words, but this one, for example, starts with small c and this one with capital C. Now, in Unicode, uppercase characters precede lowercase characters. So what is the maximum and the minimum element in this list? Let's check it out. Max words world. This one, not 0, because this is capital Z. How about min? Car with capital C. So here the order is car, then 0, because these are capital letters, and then all the small letters in alphabetical order. And now, how does it work with numbers? Have a look at this. Here's a simple numbers list, and it's very straightforward. Max of numbers, this is the max value, which happens to be 6 in this case. And the same with min. Min numbers equals this value. This is the minimum value. An error is raised if we tried the maximum or minimum value in a list containing mixed type data which can't be compared. Have a look at this list, mix. We have numbers and strings. And let's try to find the maximum value. Max of makes an error. So, greater than not supported between instances of string and int. This is internally used to compare the elements. Finally, we have the method count, which takes one parameter x. It's used if we need to know how many times the element x occurs in the list. Have a look. Here's a list of numbers, and we want to know how many times the element 8 occurs in this list. As you can see, it's repeated multiple times. So, numbers count 8. 4 times to be precise. How about 11? Numbers count 11. 0 times. There is no 11 in the list. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like it, a thumbs up would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for watching.